Our thoughts turn to things. What we focus on grows. We think so many thoughts every day, some of which are positive and some of which are negative or not so good. And we do not want our negative thoughts to manifest. So we want to nourish and grow our positive thoughts, and we want to get rid of and eliminate our negative thoughts. As I promised in my last video, today I'm going to share with you a quick and nice technique to eliminate your negative emotions. This process has 4 easy steps. The first step is feel the emotion. When you feel uncomfortable, do not try to just avoid that emotion. Spend some time, focus on it to really feel the emotion. Because when you try to avoid that emotion, you're creating resistance, and which is not going to help you get rid of this emotion. In fact, it is going to give it more energy for it to grow. So always feel the emotion. And the second step is to name the emotion. Now that you've felt or experienced how you feel, when you feel that uncomfortable feeling, give it a name. Is it fear? Is it anger? Is it guilt? Is it insecurity? Is it grief? Or is it disappointment? Or is it judgment or anything else? Now, the third step is to acknowledge and assess the emotion. Now that you've named the emotion, try to understand why you're feeling this emotion. What has caused you to think this way? What has caused you to feel fearful about something, or feel judgmental about someone, or feel insecure about something? Try to understand what's going on there. And then the important step is to assess if there is anything you can do to make you feel better, make that feeling go away, or even reduce for that matter. Is there anything you can do? Because a lot of times there are feelings and fears which are really not true. Either they are not true and you're imagining stuff, or maybe they are true, but there is nothing you can do about it. And that's when we move to our fourth step. When you are unable to do anything about the fear or the negative feeling that you are experiencing, if it is just your imagination, then you want to really get rid of it. You want to eliminate that feeling because you don't want that thing to turn into reality. You don't want that fear to come true. You don't want that negative things that you are thinking about to manifest. And that's when you need to eliminate the feeling. And again, it is easier said than done, because when you try to, those times when you're trying to think that I don't want to think about it, I don't want to think about it, there is even more, it gets even more difficult for you to not think about it, because you're thinking to not think about it, which is eventually making you think about it. So it's hard, I know that. And that is why this technique really works. What I would like you to imagine is that this negative thought that you have in your mind is like it's an unwanted thought. It's like an unwanted weed or plant that grows in your garden, which if it continues to grow, it will destroy your other beautiful plants. It is like that thought which if we allow it to grow, it is going to ruin all our other positive things that are growing in our life. And that's when you want to eliminate that. And the way you eliminate that is by imagining it to be this weed, and you are cutting down all the nourishment, sunlight, and water that this plant requires to grow. And then you imagine in your head that the weed has withered away, has died. That is how you, it's symbolically you're trying to look at your negative thought, where you're not giving it any attention, focus, or energy, and that thought is dying away. So the 4 steps are: the first step is to feel the emotion. The second step is to name the emotion. And the third step is to assess, acknowledge, and assess the emotion. And the fourth step is to eliminate the emotion. Now, it might seem like a tedious process. There are 4 steps to follow, and there's so many negative thoughts going on in a day. But let me tell you, this whole process only takes from a few seconds to a couple of minutes. And the best thing is, the more you practice it, the better you get at this. And you might just be able to eliminate a negative thought in as soon as it, like you can nip it at the bud and in a couple of seconds. And that's amazing. That's so powerful, because you're safeguarding your emotions, you're safeguarding your energy, and it's very powerful. So do give it a try. Next video, I'm going to share with you how to nourish your positive emotions, because while we try to get rid of all the negative emotions, we also want to grow and nourish our positive feelings and emotions, so that we can create the life we desire. Stay tuned. Take care. Bye.